The SIRT training pistol, and I'm not just saying this, I've been saying, for camera, I've been saying this for years, is the single most innovative training aid that's ever been created. You can do all of this training that I'm describing for you right now in a space within your home that you've designated for dry fire practice. Why is it important? It's important because your subcortical brain and your autonomic nervous system doesn't know the difference between a simulated experience and a real one.
Hey, back up! Back up! Back the fuck off, man!
So you can develop all of the neurokinetic pathways that you need within the convenience of your own home. Now, does this replace live fire? Absolutely not. But how many ranges can you go to that you can do a drill like this?
Come on!
I read a statistic the other day that said almost 80% of defensive shootings by citizen defenders have required movement on the part of the citizen defender.
I don't know, you wanna back the fuck up? I said back the fuck up!
We're working in a three-dimensional space and we're simulating reality as much as possible. There's always going to be artificialities in training. There's no way that you can get around that. So we do the best that we can to develop those neurokinetic pathways to the point where they become hardwired. To give you the scientific term, it's called myelination. And myelination is when long-term relationships are formed within those neural pathways. So when myelination begins to take place, that's when we begin to reach a level of unconscious competence. I wouldn't call it mastery, but a level of unconscious competence to the point where we don't have to think about these mechanics anymore. It just takes over. When someone's trying to kill you and you have to perform these skills and perform these maneuvers, the last thing that you're going to think about and the last thing that you're going to want to think about is the execution of the most fundamental skills that you need to survive. That has to be on a level of absolute unconscious competence. That's why this is so important, and that's why we train so much with the SIRT training pistol.
We always want to make sure that we're monitoring the hands. I especially want to make sure I'm monitoring the hand that's closest to my gun. We're going to treat your SIRT training pistols as if they were live weapons. Everyone understands?
Yes, sir. Over 90% of our trigger presses and over 90% of the drills that we execute are with the SIRT training pistol. 10% is live fire.